First term, first school. A demanding time for NQTs, as Chris Farnham is finding out. I've seen the results of the filming we did with him and can tell that he kept up quite a pace, so now I'm ready to give him some pointers about communicating effectively.
Make sure this line's nice and straight, please. Look, when you're in a straight line, you need to sit quietly on the space in the floor.
Now, one of the greatest skills of the teacher is as a communicator, and I think you can be really pleased with how you're getting on, really clear verbally, the children understand what you're talking about.
Where's the sun going to be at 7 p.m. in summer? Rises in the east, comes all the way over here, and by 7 p.m. it's going to be back here. So, Lima, you need to draw it back here for me.
Lots of good use of names, though. You were really hot on using their names the whole time.
Mariam, can you read out the learning objective for me, please? Najib's table, excellent. Levi, how did your group get on?
Fine.
And what I didn't feel, which you often get with a new teacher, is I didn't feel I was hearing the same names all the time. How much of the time do you reckon you are talking in class?
Quite a lot of the time.
Quite a lot of the time.
I don't want a presentation of the word factors. It's maths.
Well done.
Everyone else, keep an eye on the board, see what Najib's doing. Check that he's doing it right. If you see him doing something wrong, bet you put your hand up and tell him. Who else have I got sitting nicely ready to go out for break? Good girl, Asma, your table. Chairs under, out you go.
And how much should you be talking? Quite a bit less, yeah. You need to be careful because you will get to February, March and you will be exhausted and you will vocally be exhausted. Sometimes you can just be quiet, listen in to them, because if you're always talking, then there's a sense to which you're not actually listening.
Sure.
Above my head, the cruel, cackling laughter echoed all around me. I was just getting to my feet when I was picked up by my neck and thrown again.
You could perhaps give a little bit more tonally, okay? So you had this wonderful ghostly opportunity. And today we are going to be writing our ghostly stories. And it encourages them to feel that there's an atmosphere in the room that's conducive to the type of activity they're doing.
Have you got an idea for yours, Kira?
As it tightens around my neck.
Excellent, as it tightened around my neck.
Non-verbally. So eye contact was good.
That's 2 times 5, isn't it?
The other thing I noticed a couple of times is that you're very good when you go into work individually with a child. That you get in and you're sort of crouching down beside them, and there's that nice one-to-one thing going on.
Can't chat and write at the same time.
You did this thing that a lot of new teachers do, where you move pretty much constantly. And as with the structure of the lesson, there needs to be a balance. When you stop still and just pause, you give yourself a moment to take a breath, and you want to make them come to you.
Yeah.
But because you're moving constantly, there was a slight edginess to it. There was a slight kind of sense that you were moving in a slightly nervous way.
It does feel like a big effort all the time, do you know what I mean? And 'cause I know it shouldn't be 100% relaxed, but I guess there is a little bit of tension, I guess, sometimes when I'm like moving around. I don't feel like I can just stand there and just...
There's an extent to which you need to have a selfishness about yourself, because you cannot physically keep teaching at that kind of level of vocal input, body language input, moving input, all year round.
Yeah, definitely to step back a bit sometimes, I think.
Give yourself permission to
Be
stop,
nice as well.
to relax,
Enjoy it, yeah.
sit down,